We are now heading into a cycle of grounding, integrating, and centering into a new earth, a new level of spiritual consciousness. Tune in with me and get ready to receive divine messages I channeled for you from the angels on what's coming up for the new moon cycle spanning from August 16th through 29th, 2023. Hello and welcome. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Sarah Hall and I am a spiritual channel for the angels. With the angels' help, I teach you about spiritual growth, ascension, and healing, including giving you energy updates on collective world energies that can shape those things. On August 16th, we have a new moon occurring in the sign of Leo. New moons are always the perfect time of the month for planting a new seed, fresh new beginnings, and renewal. And this new moon happens to be the first following the Lion's Gate portal. The Lion's Gateway is a cosmic alignment between our sun, the star Sirius, and Orion's belt, and it has been revered for thousands of years as a time in which the Earth accesses higher spiritual consciousness, awakening, fertility, abundance, and new life. This year brought us an especially strong Lion's Gateway, as we are currently undergoing a mass acceleration in spiritual awakening for the human collective. This accelerated spiritual evolution is happening over many years, and each major cosmic alignment throughout the cycle of the year, including the solstices, equinoxes, eclipses, and so forth, are helping us with that spiritual growth by bringing in the energy that catalyzes it. You see, we are one with nature, and that includes not only the earth below our feet, but also the stars in the sky above us. The energy of nature flows in a great cosmic current in which we are all being carried, and it nourishes all the cycles of life and spiritual expansion that we experience. The biggest theme of this new moon cycle is grounding a new earth. According to the angels, we are being supported in doing that right now in three major ways. Through claiming our power and self-sovereignty, through grounding higher spiritual energies within our bodies and the practical earthly structures of our lives, and through allowing healing and transformation as the new energy we've recently received during the Lion's Gateway upgrades our hearts and all matters of the heart, including relationships and emotional healing. With that in mind, let's talk about the major cosmic energy alignments that are contributing to this. As I mentioned, the new moon is in the sign of Leo, and of course the sun is currently also in the sign of Leo. This Leo energy is catalyzing your vitality and confidence, helping you to claim your power and self-sovereignty and realize that you are the hero in your own life, and that when you shine, you help others shine too. That's true leadership. Not holding power over others, but empowering others. According to the angels, we're being guided to learn that truth not only on a personal level, but also at a collective level in our societies. As with any big lesson or upgrade, it's normal to see upheaval or have to face what isn't working for your power before getting to a higher level with it. The next big cosmic energy influence worth mentioning is that Uranus is very active during this new moon cycle. Uranus is a planet known as the Great Awakener. It symbolizes revolutionary change and can sometimes bring some volatility with it. What this Uranus energy is doing right now is guiding us to embody our authentic truth. This is your moment to be courageous enough to be authentic and shine your truth, because that is the key ingredient for standing in your power. If there's anything that has been standing in the way of your power, you may see shakeups in those areas of life in order to help you dissolve past limits or blockages around your power and learn the lessons you need to learn in order to be powerful. By the way, Uranus is going retrograde on August 29th. Anytime a planet goes into retrograde, this symbolizes that we're retracing our steps and examining the foundations of that planet's particular symbolic area of life. So if Uranus is all about awakening, then we can expect this to take us on a deep inward journey of self-discovery to heal at our foundations in order to awaken to a higher level of spiritual consciousness. By the way, that is exactly what I guide you to do in my Angelic Ascension Coaching Program. If transformational inner work is calling to you, then click the link I left for you in the description below to apply to work with me and learn more. Now, the next major cosmic alignment we have to talk about today is the Earth Grand Trine that will be lining up under the new moon. A grand trine is basically when at least 3 planets, all resting in signs of the same element, fire, earth, water, or air, are at 120-degree positions, forming an equilateral triangle in the sky. This Earth Grand Trine is made up of the planets Mercury and Mars, which are both together in the Earth sign of Virgo. Those 2 planets in earthy Virgo are lining up with the planets Uranus and Jupiter, which are in the Earth sign of Taurus, as well as the planet Pluto, which is in the Earth sign of Capricorn. This Earth sign triangular formation in the sky symbolizes building the grounded, practical structures of a new earthly reality based on the new level of consciousness coming into being on our planet. This is an energy that represents great innovation and inspired ideas flooding into the human collective around things like agriculture, physical body health, since of course your physical body is a piece of the earth, earthly social structures, and material world infrastructure, including technology. This Earth Grand Trine energy is also helping to catalyze the security and detail-oriented practical thinking that will help us really make these ideas work and run like clockwork. So if you're someone with a soul purpose connected to any of these earthy areas of life, you may be getting some big ideas or opportunities in the coming weeks. For everyone else, this energy will apply itself to your life in a more personal way, helping you to physically ground higher spiritual energy into your body, as well as make practical shifts in your everyday lifestyle, such as your home, your finances, and your material possessions, so that you're receiving better earthly support for your spiritual mission on this planet. Now, the last major cosmic energy shift that we have to acknowledge is that Mercury will be going retrograde during this new moon cycle, starting on August 23rd. This Mercury retrograde will take place in the Earth sign of Virgo and will bring deep focus to detail-oriented, organized thinking. Again, this is truly supporting us in building the practical details of a new Earth. This is helping us to clean up the structural integrity of our life's major patterns and systems so that everything is working better and so that we can optimally ground and sustain the new spiritual energy and consciousness that we have been receiving at such an accelerated rate throughout these summer months. With that in mind, let's dive into the angels' 3 biggest messages to guide you over these next weeks during this new moon cycle. All 3 of the messages I'm about to share will apply to your path in some way. But if you want to get a sense of which of these messages is your leading theme for the path ahead, then pick a number 1, 2, or 3 in your head right now. Whichever number you feel most drawn to will represent the angel message with your leading lesson and theme. Ready? Let's dive in. The angel's first message is all about heart chakra upgrades. During the Lion's Gateway, which spanned from around July 26th through about August 12th, we received an infusion of high vibrating light through our heart chakras. We're now integrating that energy, and our heart chakras are blooming open to a new resonance. This Leo new moon is really supporting that, since Leo is an energy that helps us to connect more deeply with our hearts. What your angels want you to know about your heart is that it is the innermost temple for your soul. It is the inner tabernacle where the center seat of God's consciousness resides within you. You are one with the highest divine creator consciousness, in which all the universe exists. When you connect with your heart, you're connecting with the wisdom of that higher divine mind. Your angels also wish to tell you that your heart radiates a powerful energetic field all around it. When you uplift your heart's energy through nourishing love, joy, peace, and compassion in your life, then your heart's energy field grows stronger and changes the world around you. You are now entering into a period of time for discovering the true power and brilliance of your heart. And in order to do so, for some of us, we may need to release past blockages or wounds that are limiting the expansion of your heart's power. right now is a prime opportunity to heal your heart of past wounds and claim a higher level of inner safety and security. This is especially strengthening your ability to feel safe in your vulnerability. Just as a reminder, the planet Venus, representing love and relationships, is currently in retrograde motion, and this is guiding in a deep review of relationship lessons and matters of the heart. If you have habitually held up fear-based self-defenses around your heart, walls that you built up to protect your heart from getting hurt, and you therefore did not allow your true self or true needs to be expressed in the past, then now is your time to face and heal that. Call upon the angels to help you with heart healing and relationship healing, and set strong intentions for yourself to claim the safety and trust you need to be vulnerable. This is key to getting your needs met and experiencing true connection and intimacy. Now, on the 22nd of August, Venus and Jupiter are aligning, which increases the energy flow that allows joy, success, love, and abundance to enter your life. So even if you do find that you're doing hard work to heal your heart, know that there is real sweetness weaving into your life right now to nourish your heart and help you kindle its beautiful flame of love. The angel's second message for this new moon cycle is centered upon the journey of the wounded healer. The term wounded healer was originally coined by psychologist Carl Jung. Jung liked to explore the archetypes or recurrent motifs of the human experience. Amazingly, we can see the same archetypes, the same recurring motifs or symbols in the stories, legends, and myths that have fed our global cultures and civilizations across the ages. The wounded healer is one of those archetypes. The wounded healer is the part of all of us that comes into the human journey and experiences the woundedness of being seemingly separate from God and separate from one another. This painful illusion of separateness is the source of all fear, all suffering, or in other words, all wounds. However, as wounded beings, we are endowed with the unique insight necessary for healing the wounded aspects of the human condition, and thereby transcending the limitations of ego's fear and suffering. By experiencing a wound firsthand, we are able to understand the wound and discover the keys to healing it. That is the journey of the wounded healer. And this theme is coming into focus during this new moon cycle. The minor planet Chiron, representing the wounded healer, is active under this new moon. Chiron, by the way, gets its name from Greek mythology, where we see the archetype of the wounded healer come up in the story of Chiron, the centaur who was wounded emotionally through childhood abandonment and physically by being pierced with an arrow later in life. Chiron was the wisest of all centaurs, a teacher and founder of medicine and healing arts, and a symbol of humanity's ability to transcend painful wounds by cultivating the wise, compassionate part of our nature. During this moon cycle, Venus, which is in retrograde, will be trine to the minor planet Chiron. This represents the journey of the wounded healer, activated particularly in matters of the heart and in your relationships. So it's possible you may be facing or becoming more aware of emotional wounds, abandonment wounds, painful relationship patterns, or other challenges of this nature. When Venus and Chiron are aligned, however, this means we're being helped to heal and work through these things by way of exploring creativity, making art, or making something beautiful of past pain. Some of the world's greatest artists are those who have felt the challenges of human suffering deeply, but who were able to turn those wounds into light and inspiration. In the words of the poet Rumi, the wound is where the light enters. This speaks to the fact that pain can often be a great revealer of wisdom, stoke great compassion within us, or guide us to create something that not only helps us transcend suffering, but that can also guide others to transcend suffering too. If you are listening to these words, then your angels want you to know that there is a healer within you. Each time you choose love over fear, you are doing healing work. Your angels want you to know that they are with you every step of the way as you heal and step into your power as a healer. By the way, that's exactly what I help you to do in my Angelic Ascension Coaching Program. So again, if you're interested in activating your spiritual gifts and doing inner healing work, remember to click the link in the description below so that you can apply to work with me and learn a little bit more about the program. The angels' third and final message for this new moon cycle is all about the rise of the goddess. Within all of us, there lies a balance of both masculine and feminine, or yin and yang energies. The feminine part of you is your wild, intuitive, empathic, receiving and yin energy feeling side. This is the part of you that is aware of your oneness with the universe and surrenders to its unfathomably vast and perfect harmony. This is the part of you that brings meaning, purpose, inspiration, and vitality to your life. Your divine feminine is the muse within. It is the part of you that sees in the dark, that can swim through the deepest parts of your psyche and discover hidden treasures of wisdom and meaning. During this moon cycle, this feminine aspect of your consciousness is getting activated. By the way, feminine spiritual energy is not just for women, it's for everyone, and we all have this within us, no matter our gender. According to the angels, your feminine energy is rising in response to the psychic activation you received during the Lion's Gateway, even if it was subtle. The highest purpose of psychic gifts is for us to become aware that we are one with God, with one another, and with the magic of nature. All human beings have natural inherent psychic abilities. It is your divine birthright to commune with your spiritual source, and your awareness of that spiritual connection is now rising and awakening to help you create more of what inspires you in this life. Now, the goddess, like all things, has more than one side. So while that divine feminine may be the fertile bringer of life, inspiration, meaning, intuition, and psychic wisdom, it is also a fierce protector. Feminine energy, when it's in fierce protector mode, becomes like the destructive forces of a storm. That storm-like energy can tear down and destroy all that does not serve you in order to protect your soul's highest intentions for this human lifetime and your highest divine good. It is possible that you may be called to stand up and protect what is sacred in your life on the path ahead. This is your reminder to hold protective boundaries, speak your truth, and not back down when you know you're doing what is right. Another divine feminine archetype that is aligned with this new moon is Black Moon Lilith. Black Moon Lilith is a point in the sky. It is the part of a lunar apogee that is farthest away from the earth, and it symbolizes the untamable part of the human nature, the wild side filled with hidden desires or shadows, the part of the human spirit that isn't afraid of fighting for what's important and standing up fiercely for what you believe in. That archetype rests within all of us and can be activated under the right circumstances. It's here to remind you to embrace the unconscious hidden aspects of you with love and compassion, and to stand up and protect what is sacred. As you take action to do so, you're seeding a brand new trajectory for your life. You're guiding and shaping your life's path to better reflect and support your power and sovereignty, while nourishing the sensitive, intuitive beauty, wisdom, and purpose within your heart. Remember, love is the only true power in the universe, and its eternal flame is burning in your heart always. Sometimes it might feel like that flame has gone out, but you can always blow on the embers. They'll start to glow again, until the flame of your heart's passion and inspiration leaps back to life again. Prioritize feeding, kindling, and nourishing your heart, whether that's through fierce strength and protection, or whether it's through beautiful surrender to the creativity and inspiration within. Thank you so much for receiving these messages and for liking, commenting, subscribing, and hitting the notification bell. It is my honor to be connected with you. If you're feeling called to awaken your divine gifts and do deep inner healing work, then I'd love to help you with that. So remember to click the link below to apply for my Angelic Ascension Coaching Program. Thank you so much again for your beautiful presence here. And know until we meet again that you are so loved and so very blessed. Bye.